an innovative hub stand for your MacBook, and one of the best power cubes on the market? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel. If you've watched my channel before, you know a couple things. I always find these smaller products, off the beaten trail products, that are innovative and from smaller companies that a lot of YouTubers don't talk about, all right? And the reality of it is the big YouTubers out there, they're gonna be getting paid a lot of money to do kind of spots for companies. Sometimes I get sent stuff, but they don't pay me. I just give my honest opinion, and if I don't like them, I don't do videos on them. Here are two products I love. I got sent these, but I still love them, and I've been using them for a while now. I got an innovative hub stand over here for your MacBook, and stay tuned, because this isn't even for your MacBook. It's for an iPad, but it works incredibly good for a MacBook, so stay tuned for that. Now, also I have this power cube over here. Now this is by a company called, I believe it's AOHI, and it's AOHI. I hope I'm saying that right. Long story short, I'm gonna explain why I like this thing so much. I needed a power cube to run power into the hub over here so I can power some stuff. And so I picked this. Let me just go over this first of all, because this is a product that was sent to me a long while ago. This is actually, again, the AOHI, and this is gonna be, if I'll show you a picture of it up here, it's $67.89, so it's a little bit more money, but why is it so? Well, this is a 140 watt GAN, charger, fast charger really. And it's way better than the one that comes with your MacBooks. It's got, let me just take a step back. If you look at it, the striking color, right? The yellows and stuff, I'll show you some close-ups. It just looks really cool. That's number one, but it's not worth the cost, right? There's a lot of stuff built into this thing. On the front of it, it's got 3 different ports, not just one. It's got 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A there, and I'll get into what those can do in a second. But the size of it for being a 140 watt charger, which these can charge easily the 16-inch MacBook Pros and all that kind of stuff, full speed, fast charging, super fast. So this is what you want, and you can actually, up to 3 different devices at once. It's going to give a lot of power. But the reason it's just a lot smaller, it's got this flip out plug there that makes it a little bit smaller, and it's got 2 controllers in here, not just one, that allows each of those plugs on USB-C to deliver up to 140 watts each. Not at the same time, but you don't have to worry about which one you plug into. So that's why I can do it. It's got those 2 controllers. So really quickly, if we go down here, and I just want to show you a couple of things. Built into it does have the input overage protection, and then it's got over current protection, over voltage, over temperature, short circuit protection, all built into this thing. It works perfectly, and it delivers the power it needs into the MacBooks you need here. The other thing that's really cool is if you look at basically smart charging, so here it is. So if you look at the front of it, it's got 2 USB-Cs. They can deliver each of them, not each of them at the same time, but one or the other, 140 watts. You can see this diagram. The other one can do 22.5. and that's at the USB-A. But if you start doing 2-port charging, you can see here you can do 65 and 65 watt at once. You can do 100 watts or 22.5. So you can go ahead and just pick what you want, what devices. You can even do 3-port charging, 105 watts combined between these 2, and then 25 over there. So just an incredible device. So pick one of these up. I'll have a link to this in the description. Again, this is 67 bucks roughly, and it's totally worth it if you want something that you can charge multiple devices with. All right, well, that's enough said on that, and although it comes in an incredibly nice box too. All right, the other product I want to talk about, this is the meat of the video, is going to be this stand hub here by Minisopuru. It's called the 6-in-1 adjustable tablet stand and hub, and they contacted me, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want it at first because it's USB-C. I don't have an iPad that's USB-C. I have a lightning port. I can't really use this. I don't have a Pro model of the iPad. But then I thought about it. Wait a second. Does it work with Mac OS? They said yes. I said, well, it's perfect for my MacBook. So I got it. And take a look at this. So first of all, I'll show you the hinges and stuff. This thing's milled aluminum. It's actually really elegant, and it's just made really well. Really thick hinges on this thing. It bends every single way you want it to. You can get it perfect for your, ergonomic of your hands, typing on the keyboard and everything like that. Just a perfect stand that way. But overall, that's not only what this is. Now, this thing is actually, for the price, I think it's a really good deal. So this is actually $69.89. See it right here? Minisopuru iPad docking station, but that's not what I'm using it for. That's why I think this is cool, because it's innovative, number one, for even the iPad. And if you have an iPad, this will work perfectly. But I want to do it for my MacBook because this is what I think is perfect, right? And especially this M1. But it should work on all the M series MacBooks. So here it is. The beauty of it is built into here. Let me actually get into the ports here. So on the back of it, it actually has a power cable you can see that goes into the MacBook where you can charge it. So obviously, cable comes out of here, goes into the back of the hub here, and then the cable out of the back of the hub goes into your MacBook, and you're charging your MacBook. That's really cool. So it's got that charging cable back there up to 100 watts into the MacBooks. Then it's got a max 4K 60 hertz HDMI. And then it's got a USB-C data port on the back as well, but only 5 gigabits per second, but still it's better than nothing. And then you got the SD and TF card reader, which is the kicker. That's what everyone wants on these MacBook Airs, if you don't have, and there you go. It all works perfectly. I mean, I've tested all this stuff. It's worked flawlessly for me. And then it's got a USB-A even on the side of it. So you get all those different ports. USB-A, USB-C, SD, and TF card readers, and an HDMI, all off this one cable, all built into here. Like I said, if you want to charge your MacBook, you need like an additional power brick like this. You can obviously use your normal one, but this one powers it a lot faster, and it actually, fast charges really incredibly quickly. Believe me, it's even got lights telling you if it's fast charging on it, if it's just normal charging, or if it's even trickle charging. It tells you on this thing. It's really cool by the way the lights are. So when I combine these two things, I said, hey, I needed to stand, with some of this capability built in. Now, I have a lot of different products because I have a channel where I review some of the stuff. I really do product showcases. I haven't had this long enough to review it. But I want to just tell you from the initial impressions, especially with an M1 MacBook Air here, it fits perfectly in here. It's got a velvetly smooth pad on here. I don't know how to explain it. You have to see it to believe it. It's really, just high end, and it fits perfectly in here. You can obviously bend it any way you want. It works perfect for your hands. And then you got all those functionality built into it. The one thing that I wish it had would maybe even be an SD card in there. It doesn't have that, but maybe in the next model it'll come out like that where it does have one built in, and then it would just be perfect. But overall, I've had no problems with it. So even though it's made for the iPad, and like I said, I didn't have the Pro version with the USB-C yet. I didn't want to test it that way. I couldn't test it with the Lightning. I tried this, and it's innovative to me because it's a product that'll work not only with that, but it works with Mac OS, and also I believe it said Windows as well. So overall, you can't go wrong with this thing. You can use it for an iPad, you can use it for your MacBook. It's just interchangeable that way. And so that's really what this video is all about. Finding these little companies, and again, Minisopuru is growing. It's a growing company. This other company too, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's AOHI. They have a ton of different power bricks. If you don't like this one, you want a less expensive one. They have about 10 other ones out there. They have really cool yellow cables, whole cable systems you can buy. Really high-end products for this company as well. I mean, this thing weighs a ton. It's just super high quality as far as charging. I love this thing. But when you combine these things, like I said, from smaller companies that you don't hear a lot about, and they come out better than what Apple actually sells you, I think it's a kind of a win for everyone, and that's what I wanted to make this video. So you tell me, are these products that you like? You want me to do more videos on little products like this? It's hard because a lot of the big YouTubers, they go out to the big products. They get paid by big companies to do those little spots. You see those spots. These companies don't pay me. They send me a free product or something every some time to time, but I test them, and I only do the ones I really kind of like. And these are the ones I'm going to actually like and use because they add value to my life with all my Macs. So anyways, I'm going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys like videos like this. This is the kind of stuff I like doing. And support the channel. Click the like button if you can. Write a comment or something. Help me out. Trying to grow, but I promise you, I may do an ad. I'm not saying I'm not going to do ads from time to time in the future. If I get enough, if they offer me some money, I'll be like, maybe. But I promise you I'm going to keep them short. Here, like I said, I don't get paid for this kind of stuff, and I'm always going to throw in this stuff where I don't because I know these companies need some help, and they have really good products. Anyways, we'll talk to you soon, and I know I'm babbling for a half hour here at the end of it. That's what I always tend to do. That's my life. That's my channel. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.